Guys, welcome back to Kitchen Hero. I'm Ree Drummond on the ranch today, and I just want to kind of give you an update. I know you haven't seen me in a while due to the pandemic, but I'm here and I want to make an easy chili recipe for you.
I'm Ree Drummond. I'm a writer, blogger, photographer, mother, and I'm an accidental country girl.
You know, when you live 85 miles away from civilization, it's hard to kind of take care of yourself. So we're going to do an easy, quick, pretty much dump in the pot chili recipe today. And Lad and the boys are busy castrating all the bulls on the farm, so they're going to be working up a sweat and be starving by lunchtime. So we're going to do this real quick, and it's super simple, okay? First thing you want to do is you want to heat up the pot, and you're going to put a little bit of oil in it, okay? And all we're doing right now is we're going to brown the ground beef. So just a little bit of oil. And what I'm using today is some ground chuck from the local store. Or like me, I actually have my own chuck sitting around. So let's dump it in. And we're just going to move this around and get a good brown on this. You're not going to add any seasonings right now, okay? And since this is ground chuck, it's going to be about 80% fat, and fat is flavor. Okay, guys? So let's just like brown our meat, and we're going to give it a couple minutes, okay? And I'll come back to you shortly. Alright guys, well, welcome back. As you can see, the meat's browning. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes, and it's almost ready. As it just finishes real quick. Quick story, I used to live in LA back in the day, and it was wonderful. So many places to go, people to see, things to do. And now I'm just stuck on this ranch in the middle of Oklahoma. I mean, what the hell's in Oklahoma? Tornadoes? Cattle? I mean, so you know, 85 miles away from the nearest grocery store. Yeah. And back to that, Lad's idea of a date was going to Panda Express and hitting the local Walmart. What the hell? I always say, you know, if you ever see me blinking quickly, it means get me off this damn ranch. What? I thought you're supposed to be at college. You and Mauricio. You just hang out here all day.
No.
I mean, do you guys have jobs? What the hell? You just hang out here all day and make videos of me. It's not funny. Paige.
It is funny.
It's not funny, Paige. Stop it. I'm trying to cook. Alright guys, so our meat is brown. We're not going to drain it because we want the fat. That fat is flavor. And it's also going to help when we put in our spices, okay? So you can pick up whatever spices you want. But I've got a little onion powder here. We have no measurement on this. We're just going to do it to taste because that's how you cook on the ranch here. Because if you run out of something, you're stuck. So you just kind of go with whatever. So I'm going to do 2 little spoons of onion powder. And since this is chili, knock it off, Paige. I'm trying to film. Okay? I'm going to do about like 4 big spoons of chili powder. And I'm putting this right in the fat because this is going to help bloom the spices. You get the best flavor and a little bit toasted as well. So, you know, turn your heat up to high again, and we're going to put these spices in the fat and mix it around. Give it about a minute. You can smell it. It smells wonderful in here. You know, as I spoke to earlier, I'm going to take this pot out to the ranch because Lad and the kids are castrating bulls. And I know it's hard work, but you know, it's hard work here sitting in the lodge too. Cooking all day. Alright, so I've got my spices. They're well blended and cooked in. And what I'm going to do at the same time, I'm going to add a couple big pinches of kosher salt. You don't have to go too crazy right now because you can season this later. And also I'm going to do about 10 cracks of pepper. Sorry. Alright, just going to mix this a little bit more. That's just another great story. You know, Lad always likes to go eat breakfast at the mercantile store. What the hell's up with that? I mean, that's like 64 miles each way. So, I mean, he doesn't get back to lunch and he expects me to cook him lunch. Why doesn't he just stay there for lunch? Hey, knock it off, Paige.
No.
What? What, Mauricio? Hey, knock it off, okay?
No.
Alright, so here we go. We put our salt and pepper in too. And what we're going to do at the same time is we're going to take a little tomato paste. Just about a spoonful. Mix it in. And same thing, we're going to let this cook We're going to spread it around and get it nice and cooked in. It says you want that flavor to be cooked and not taste raw. What this is going to do is give us a little bit more deeper flavor and also make sure the dish is thicker as well. So we'll give this 1 minute. And as you can see, it kind of looks like taco meat. And sometimes on Friday we'll do tacos. And really, if you just add a little cumin from here and a couple other Mexican spices, it could be taco meat. So just keep that in mind, okay? Alright, so our tomato paste has been fully mixed in. And what we're going to do next is super, super easy. Here in Oklahoma, it's, you know, it gets cold in the winters and it's windy, so we like our beans. So we're going to put 2 cans of beans in. We're putting the liquid too, because that's flavor. And water's hard to get here on the ranch. Okay? So we've got our 2 things of beans in. We're just going to mix that in a little bit, you know, because this recipe's so easy. Once you've got your meat browned, all you gotta do is add your ingredients and let it go. So next we're gonna do 1 can of diced tomatoes. We're just gonna add that as well with the liquid. Remember, you wanna keep this hot until it comes back to a boil, okay? And once it comes to a boil or even a hard simmer, we'll just lower it at that point and let it go. So we've got that in. Okay, and the last step we're gonna do, it depends. Kind of see how much meat you have. I used a pound of ground beef, but you know, about 1 can of chili. 1 can of ground beef, or 1 pound of ground beef, sorry. The ranch, yeah, Twister just went by last week and my mind's still scrambled. So we're gonna use 1 can for 1 pound of ground beef. And when my spicy son-in-law Mauricio's in town, I'll use some jalapeno diced tomatoes. So that's what we'll add here. You know, because Mauricio's from Mexico. What page?
Nothing.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, and last step. This is the secret. We're going to take some ketchup. Make sure we're going to add a little bit. This is going to help. Ooh, that wasn't me. Was that you, Paige?
No, that was you.
Oh, okay. We're going to add a little bit of ketchup, okay? What this does is it gives us a little bit of flavor, thickens it a little bit, and that little vinegar in it gives it a little bite. So right now, I think we're looking pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this to a nice simmer. We're going to put the top on about halfway. And we're going to let this cook for about an hour, hour and a half, okay? So I will see you guys shortly. Alright guys, welcome back. It's been an hour, hour and a half, and we dodged a couple twisters going through the cattle pastures, and that was a little frightening. A couple cattle got turned around the wrong way, but Lad and the boys are all taking care of it. So before we go any farther today, guys, make sure you like and subscribe, because I'll make many more videos just like this one. So please hit that like and subscribe button. Isn't that right, Paige?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Alright guys, so the chili's been going about an hour, hour and a half. You just want to keep it uncovered, let it simmer. And you're going to want to look at it, because you want all this moisture to evaporate. And at this point, we're going to taste it one more time. And when we're at this point, just get a couple spoons that you know you can throw right in the sink, because you don't want to taste and put it back in. So we're just going to mix up our chili real quick here. And right now we've got a little bit of liquid left, but that's okay, because I make big batches of this to put in the tornado shelter outside, and it helps keep it. So when I just heat it back up, it's already got a little bit of moisture. I don't have to add anything. So just give it a little bit of taste, okay? And it's gonna be hot. All right, so we're pretty close. What I like to do at the very end is re-add the spices that we've already done before, because it just helps give it a little bit more flavor. So I'll just give it a few more cracks of pepper. I'll put that aside. It just needs a little bit more salt, not a lot, just a little bit. I'll put that aside. A little more onion powder. I'll just sprinkle a little bit more on. And lastly, it's chili, okay? So you want it to taste like chili. So make sure you put enough chili pepper in. Oh, my damn hair. My stylist couldn't make it today. There's a flood. Alright, so just a little bit more chili powder on top. We're going to let this do. Just going to mix this up just one more time. Get everything incorporated. Like I said, just add a little bit more of what you put in, and you can go crazy. You can put onions in here, you can put jalapenos, anything else you want, okay? So we're going to take our last spoon here that's clean, and we're going to give it one little bit more taste. And the fun thing about chili is the longer it sits, the better it gets, okay? So you put it in a Tupperware overnight, and it'll get better. Isn't that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Mm. Oh, that tastes great. Mm. Oh. All right, so we're at the point where we can turn the chili off. And this is what I like to do. I get my ladle, and I'll just do a big scoop of chili. Maybe a scoop and a half, because it's, you know, a little cold out today. So you can see our nice chili here. And what we're gonna do is, I like to put some stuff on the top, just makes it a little bit more fun. So I'm gonna sprinkle some cheese right on top of my chili. Maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna put some corn chips on the top. So just a few as well. And you can go out to your garden, depending on what time of year it is, and get some other herbs and stuff you can put on, and just a little dollop of whipped cream on top. So guys, it's that simple. There you go. Easy, quick chili. And like I said, you can make this in the gallons worth and just freeze it and save it just in case there's another pandemic that pops up, and you'll be prepared. Okay guys, thanks for watching today. And on next week's episode, we're going to do Rocky Mountain oysters 2 ways. Bye Mauricio. Bye Paige.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye bye.